How are thou stream? I don't. I'm tired. Can go to bed. Okay, bye stream. Oh, I love your
Y'all
new
need to get
name,
sleep.
Egg.
Egg.
Egg. It's very good.
Egg.
It's a
It's
great
okay. My
name.
name on the stream is even better.
Oh, okay. Well, let me pull it up. Mavis is finally waking up. Get your shit together, Mavis.
Trustworthy, really,
Trustworthy.
very
I'm
believable.
just trustworthy.
Sure, egg.
Totally.
Sure.
Checks out.
Yeah,
Sure, egg, sure.
I am a trustworthy egg. Egg is my name in Super Smash Brothers. It has been since kindergarten.
Amazing. Honestly, revolutionary.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm surprised that people haven't come for your ass for like trying to steal that name from you.
Yeah, right. It's a great name.
Yeah.
All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I am a trustworthy egg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely trustworthy.
Says
Oh,
so on
we
the
forgot
stream.
to change the name.
Stream wouldn't lie to you. So it says so on the stream. So I think it's true.
I mean, yeah, it's illegal to lie on the internet, so
Yeah, of course. You have to have always like very thorough arguments, like with like a lot of evidence, just really back up your claims. It's honestly really
And
exhausting.
that's
Nobody
Anna's
posts on social
introduction.
media.
So, Stena.
Yeah. Oh, are we introducing ourselves
I don't know.
properly?
We do that every day. I don't care.
Okay. Hi. My name is Kit. I play the character Anna, who is a cleric barbarian who sims for milfs and hot MBs. Just all of them, honestly. And that's all you need to know. Well, she's also horrible with healing people, despite mostly being a cleric. So yeah, that's also something else you should know. In case people die, it's probably Anna's fault.
I'm Dylan. I play Ruby, the newfound babysitter who was pretty bitter about this army of puppet critters.
Damn.
You're
How long
stepping
did
up
it
your
take for you?
game.
Yeah, shit.
And that's a point of inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I'm marking that down.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hi everyone, I'm Leah. I play Stena, half-elf wizard necromancer who is very afraid of dolls.
Valid. Very valid.
And I'm Felix, and I just got a new webcam.
Ooh.
Good job.
I play Kiva, who is technically the oldest and the youngest.
Also, good job.
Yeah.
Pog.
I'm an egg.
Old young Kiva.
Old young Kiva.
Literally, technically, they are the oldest, and technically, they are the youngest.
Is it like you're 36 or something? But also you're 16?
Yeah.
Yep.
Last time, we had staked out the orphanage, tried to find out what's going on, gone for a look about town. Ruby's teaching a nice class. And then everything seemed to start to go horribly wrong.
As it so frequently does.
You guys seem to be a little unlucky.
It's a little bit. It's definitely not like we're cursed or followed by an egg or of doom or something.
We now find ourselves in the streets of Pole. I believe it was Anna, Stena, and you both were at the orphanage, right?
They were
Ruby
like
and
100
Felix
meters
were at the
away.
Right. And
Yeah.
but Ruby, you're still teaching your class.
I am currently sprinting.
All right.
Yeah, no, Ruby was...
Right. Ruby's
And then-
sprinting.
I was just in the file room.
You're in the file room. Got it. All right, so Ruby's sprinting. Stena and Anna are currently face to face with a man known as the Broker. sitting
Yeah.
on a chair composed of human-like marionettes, all once being townsfolk.
I don't like that.
Their teeth clicking, clacking, like a nutcracker whose jaws uncontrollably moving. Their
The
ligaments.
bright side, I don't think we'll have any trouble getting people to not like this guy after this.
Their arms and legs and torsos, as the crowd grows and swells, as more people come out of houses and down streets, twitch and jerk in
wait, all
unnatural
of them?
motions.
Well, like the entire fucking town. There are wizards here. How did none of them notice? Are you
I think that
fucking
maybe
kidding
they
me?
were all puppets.
The entire time.
Not everyone, but like all the people in this street, I think, were maybe all puppets the whole time. I could be wrong about that, but
Just not a great time for us. If only
I
we
didn't
had
know
rope,
would notice.
right?
Twitch and jerk and unnatural movements, their head snapping to one side, then the other, as if looking for something that's not ever there. They all come to a standstill, looking at you, staring, their bodies twitching, their mouths moving, now silently. As the broker looks first at you, Anna, and then at you, Stenna, his eyes cold and dispassionate, as if not a human looking at another person. It's like a tired craftsman looking at a piece of useless lumber, not doing what he wants it to.
Well, that's just not great.
He's almost bored in his expression as he sighs. Well, you didn't stay put, did you? But you never do.
Get fucked. I'm not gonna say that because I'm intimidated. I'm deeply intimidated.
Stenna's gonna flip him off.
Okay.
As always, people are always so willful at first. No worries.
How about you just like, I don't know, give us 5. Like we can talk in like 5 minutes. We just need some.
And you are?
Listen, I don't really feel like giving you my name, but
Fair
I'm
enough, I
down
don't
for us just,
care.
like,
Anyway,
kill it.
get them.
Anna, okay, I'm
And he
immediately
waves forward.
Get out your wings.
Oh shit! Wait, but I'm gonna get buzzed. I'm gonna get fly zapped.
just don't fly super high. Just fly like just out of reach. You'll be fine.
Okay,
As
I do
he
my
says, get them.
No, wait. I'm gonna cast spike growth immediately because I'm in a panic.
Also, we did calculate that it would take 2 actions for me to get there.
Yes. The
So-
horde, the ever-growing horde, begins to move forward.
I cast spike growth and like
All
right
right.
in front of them, so like they have to go through that area. 'Cause,
No,
I mean,
it seems to trip them up. They seem to be moving slower, but onward nonetheless.
get damaged.
Some of them
bitches.
stepping, moving like a person, albeit jerkily. Some of them seemingly being dragged along the ground, their feet just dragging across the dirt, being pulled forward by some unseen force, almost just dangling there lifelessly.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
So I know for the map maker, we took him back to Triana, and I think he was making a recovery, right?
He'd recovered.
Word.
Yeah. Do we care about these puppets,
Um,
or
I don't
Is
think
it
we
more of a
have-
go
like
nut
3
situation?
days and all of Triana's energy to get him back to a human.
I also don't think we have like the actual like peace of mind to have to go through like each one of them and like make sure all of them turn back to humans.
Can we just kill the
It's
broker?
like we're gonna die if we try to do that.
Just kill the broker.
we
I
could
mean,
try?
We kill the
It's a
broker. Would that
pretty
be-
safe bet that the puppets will stop being puppets after that, but
He
That's
didn't move
just
forward,
narrative.
right?
That's just me metagaming, though.
I mean, it's a pretty safe bet.
He didn't move forward,
You
right?
don't know the magic he hasn't moved forward at all. He's still sitting there in his chair of limbs.
Ugh. Um.
It's less of a chair and more of like a mix between, you know, those Roman like lounges, but made up of people kneeling and bending and stretching out their arms.
I don't like this. All right.
I can try casting like chromatic orb at him.
Yeah, you do that, and I'll cast Sacred Flame at him as well.
All right,
I'll-
I will give you both. One round of actions each before you need to or one round of action, one round of movement before the horde begins to descend upon you.
Through the spike.
Get out
Okay.
your wings.
Yeah. Okay, I do a 45-second magical girl transformation. Wings sprout out.
I will allow it,
Sparkles.
although technically a full round of combat is 6 seconds.
Get fucked.
I
All of them just
think
stare.
that the joke
stunned.
that I made about it being 45 seconds long is that's not how it actually works.
I believe
feels
it
like it,
works
though.
instantaneously. Anna likes milking it and doing the full
She
45
does like
seconds.
sparkles.
It's Anna's entire choice to do that. If she wishes, it can come out instantly.
I was just
Yeah.
imagining that time stopped for 45 seconds.
No,
everyone was forced to watch.
No,
They stay
It's-
like flustered. They just like stare like, wow.
It's 45 seconds of real time. Anna chooses to do this every single time.
It's honestly one of my favorite parts.
It's dedication, really.
Yeah, it's dedication to the craft.
It's an art.
Yeah, so I have the wings. I'm gonna grab Stenna just in case, and then like I'm gonna start flying like a little bit low and cast Sacred Flame towards him.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, okay. Sure. Make an attack roll.
All right. Ooh, that is. Wait. I think that's a 16, but it says something about like
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
things. I don't know. This is. Oh, I almost rolled my d20. That is not the damage. 5,
How close is he, by the way?
11.
He's about at this point 30 feet away.
Oh, so the target must succeed on dexterity saving throw is actually what it is.
Okay. Dex saving throw would be then a 13.
Oh, then he fucking failed.
All right, roll
Uh,
damage.
He takes 11 radiant damage.
Okay, so your sacred bolt hurtles towards his form. Moments before it impacts, though, one of the puppet bodies is yanked out of the crowd by some unseen force and ripped in front of him, exploding on impact. He, however, is completely unharmed.
Don't like that. I'm gonna keep hauling ass away with Stenna. Then, unless you want to cast Chromatic Orb real quick.
I can try, but I think Senna's gonna look at what happened to your sacred flame and figure 4 marionette bodies would then die instead,
Yeah.
which I guess might be worth.
Yeah, but there's like what you said. Like there was hundreds in the street. Will,
Continuously
last time?
growing.
Yeah, we need to haul ass. Okay.
In the distance,
Yeah.
you can hear the sounds of doors opening.
Nope. I don't like this at all.
Leah, I don't know if you realize, but you're like half out of frame on stream.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
I can fix that.
I'm centered in Zoom, and I don't have the stream open, so I just kind of assumed.
Fixed.
Yeah. I don't know. Just continue to cast like random shit to like fuck with them.
All right, so you guys are running now. Yes? Good.
Yes.
Smart.
I
In
call-
that case,
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy, my cantrip, and just cause harmless tremors on the ground to maybe make them wobble a little bit.
all right. In that case, where are you all running to?
Towards where Ruby is coming from, so probably towards the orphanage. And
Okay.
then
Oh,
I know,
great idea.
well, like I don't know where else. Like we need to at least regroup. Otherwise, like if we always
I-
get separated, then that's not gonna help us at all.
You hear on the speaking stone, don't run towards the orphanage. That's a dumb idea. I don't know. I don't like nothing was happening there before, but I can't guarantee it's not now.
Let's run to their base.
We should run as far away as possible. Probably
Try to
Where's
get back to
Craven.
Craven's tower.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I kind of want to just also possibly run towards the fastest like exit road from Pole, just in case Craven's also under the broker's control.
True. That's smart. I'm just gonna start. Wait. Oh, I can make my voice loud with thaumaturgy. I'm just gonna start like yelling. If anybody fucking sees puppets, fucking fight them. Are we the only ones that aren't like under fucking brain? Like all of you are actually going to college for magic. Are you fucking kidding me? None of you fucking picked up that your neighbors are becoming fucking brain control. And it's just like yelling and just like fucking scolding everyone and being like, and Tower Masters. That's what I'm fucking looking at you now. Like the audacity that you didn't even let me into your tower, and now you're just letting brainwashed puppets just like go through your streets. Like the fucking get your shit together. You are supposedly like the person that's supposed to watch over
Actually,
this
Anna,
area.
Looking up and screaming into the air, you notice something.
Whomst? Anyone?
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh, interesting. Let's see.
Do I see anything considering I'm being dragged along?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll a
19
perception check
plus
too.
3, so 22.
So, Anna, looking about, you notice that there seems to be a lot of movement in the air. Things are flying around.
What kind of things? Did I spot
Like,
birds?
more than just birds.
You gonna elaborate or?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
you
a
see,
22.
you see some people flying. Apparently, some mages. Apparently, moving about in the sky.
Are they fighting the birds?
Oh.
No, but how else can you fly but with magic?
Are they
So,
also
ju-
puppets or?
You see, all you see is
Oh, you
and
muted me.
all you see is cloaked figures in the sky, assumedly flying in Pole's airspace.
So I can fly. Or is this a warning that I shouldn't fly higher, otherwise they're gonna come for me? Do they seem jerky at all? Like, can I
They're
tell?
not seemingly moving. They're seemingly staying in the air.
Anna just starts yelling at them. She's like, if you aren't an enemy, help us, dumbasses. Just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I shouldn't have to tell y'all to get your asses in gear.
Can Stenna use Flober to look at them closer?
I can try sending Flilber up.
Is Flober a raven right
I
now?
just chuck Filber in octopus form. to the sky. It's
Fly!
Yeah.
I'll catch you.
Oh my
Yeet!
God.
So,
Is-
also doing all of this, I need you
Ugh.
both to make me a. You can choose to either make a dexterity check or an acrobatics check.
Do I get an advantage on acrobatics since I'm literally flying? Maybe.
No.
Oh, but I have wings.
That's not the same thing.
It's in the air. So,
Because you have wings doesn't mean you're good with them.
you know, I didn't really appreciate how you kind of like foretold how my role was gonna go, Dylan. I honestly feel a little bit attacked right now because I got a 10, which is all okay, but like honestly, I feel like
All
I
right, and Stena.
18.
For now, you are both staying ahead of the horde.
okay, good. I was really worried because I was like, I'm holding Stena, so if I fucking
Where are you both headed to again?
can't take it.
Exit road or
I-
Craven's Tower?
Exit road near Craven's Tower, maybe? Is there one near Craven's Tower or no? Should I pull up the Discord
You should,
map
because if you
before?
remember, I believe there is not too much.
Okay, let me let me pull up the thing from Discord because that'd be spicy.
Oh, yeah, no. Craven's Tower is all the way on the,
Oh
I'm
jeez.
assuming the west side of town. And
Where are we?
all of the exits are on the south side of town, except for like the north gate.
Where is the orphanage?
The orphanage. So you guys are currently at what is the textiles.
Oh, cool.
That is where the bookstore and the horde is. The orphanage was like it's that lone building between the keep and Melitus Tower.
Oh, okay.
In the keep and okay. Yeah, that little building. Oh, that's so cute. Except it's a death place. Okay, we're gonna fucking run out of the town. I don't know. Is the lake towards the south too?
The lake is towards Tell Tower.
Towards Tell Tower. Why can't I fucking find the tower? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, we're gonna try to.
The two ways out of this city are through the commons or through the north gate.
Anna's just gonna start. She can't make this decision. She has not very good executive function, so she's just gonna like yell into the or not yell into the stone. She doesn't want the puppets to hear, but like ask everybody in the stone. Like, should we go towards the north gate or should we like just get the fuck out to the commons? Like, we're closest.
Is
to
there
the
a
commons,
gate
but, like,
through the commons?
It is,
or is it just open?
There is a loose gate that is not often closed.
Okay. The north gate is probably going to be closed.
The north gate is almost always closed. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we should go through the commons.
Okay.
I'm also going to turn into a horse so my speed becomes 60.
Okay.
And I can move 210 feet in about 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do have one question for you, Anna.
Yeah?
Hercules, is he still at Craven's Tower?
My son. Yeah, he would have been. Wait, I have the connection with him though. I have the mental connection. He should be able to fly a little bit because he has a rhinoceros beetle. They have wings.
Yeah, but he's way too heavy to fly.
But like he's okay. You're saying that this big boy, this big boy don't have big wings to support him.
I mean, he can kind of fly, but not the kind of air you're really hoping for.
Okay, I'm just gonna start saying like, hey, maybe just waddle out and maybe they won't come for you. I mean, you don't look like us.
Okay.
Tell him to try and get over the wall if he can,
Yeah.
and then come back around to the lake.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell him that because he should be able to climb up a wall. He got sticky feet.
I think he might get zapped if he tries to climb up the wall.
But other things are flying.
But we don't know what those are or who's
Someone
in control
make
of
like
the
an
safety
Arcana
stuff.
check to see if like the town's defenses are down right now or something.
Yeah, I'll do that. That is 17.
There appears to be magical energies in the air, and the defenses do not appear to be zapping them out of the air. Either they have special permission, special wards, or the defenses are down.
There's an easy way to test that. Has Flober
Here we
gotten
go.
zapped?
Oh, yeah, did Flober get zapped?
Has
after getting
Flober gone up
yeeted?
yet?
Yeah, I yeeted him.
floor
Yeah.
has not gotten zapped.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, go for it, Skippy.
I did just have a realization. If we are leaving Pole, Kiva's fucked. Because they're
That's
still in the
also true.
orphanage.
You're still in the archives room, yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
My original plan when I started running was to be backup and try and help you guys fight this guy. But that is a bad idea. We're not going to win.
Kiva. Okay, I have a plan that might work, might not work. So go for it.
All right. So by this,
I don't know what
time-
that means.
So by this time,
Let's
Ruby,
just say
you
it
would have
depends on
caught
a
up-
very fickle creature.
Ruby, you would
Yeah, we
have,
need to learn how to bribe. We need to learn how to bribe Helios.
you would have caught up with Anna and Stena by now.
Yeah.
Giant fucking horse Ruby just.
Yeah, there's
So-
a big horse running the fastest you have ever seen anything move.
You guys are making your way towards the commons, not towards the Craven's Tower or towards the orphanage. Yes.
Unfortunately,
All right. Well, with the three of you together, and with Ruby being a horse that can carry two of you, probably, I'd assume so at this point.
He's a big ass horse. I think
Ew.
that's possible.
I love this so much.
Ruby, I need you to make me a dexterity check, but with advantage. Because you are very
I'm not gonna
fast.
roll that die because it generally rolls bad. I'm gonna roll this one.
Yeah.
Is this a check or a saving throw?
This is a check. Fuck, this is a check.
Cool. That is a dirty 20.
All right. So, Ruby, you run and you sprint and you make your way as fast as you
You're
can.
muted again.
As fast as you can, out of the textiles, into the square, past the Arcanum, where you spent all that money, got your tattoos, got your weapons, and from there you see students, vendors, shop owners, all now lifelessly pouring out, streaming towards you. You make it. You dash past, leaping over bodies, reaching arms, dashing past families, residents, tourists, anyone who is around. All of them trying to grab lifelessly towards you. You run past them.
Anna flips them all off on Ruby's back. It's like,
Make me another dexterity check.
All right. Is this still with advantage? Because I'm still
Still
using
with
Step the
advantage.
Wind. Okay. Ooh, okay. Not quite as good, but both of the rolls were okay. So that's an 18.
You run past the cold, chilling walls of the depths, only to see guards on the inside seeming to be bashing down the doors that they are guarding. Prisoners who have long been forgotten seeming to come out, all of which look lifelessly shuffling, twitching,
even the prisoner?
ruined.
Oh my god.
Eyes turn towards you. You feel the crackle of magic, but as you do, you push yourself harder and bolt faster away from the depths, away from that hell you spent so long in, now also just as much in ruins. Dashing towards the commons, dashing past families, tourists, dignitaries, visitors, residents, mages, non-mages, all of whom are now streaming towards you, running at you, diving towards you, falling off of buildings, climbing over one another, all to grab at you, get you, bring you down, and bring you to him. You see the gate in front of you, open. However, you see bodies piling, first lining in front of one another, then climbing on top of each other, stacking, building, just creating a pile, a mass in front of the archway that is your exit to freedom. I need you to make me one last dexterity check. No advantage.
Can I give
Let's do
advantage
them.
by like, I don't know, casting a spell to like yeet them or something?
Hey guys, we forgot about Ramus again.
Oh my god!
Remus is gonna be okay. They're with Craven.
But
They're
Craven
they're
could
in
be a
the
puppet too.
tower.
I can't believe we forgot Ramus again.
Frankly, I think they're perfectly happy to be with Craven at the
To be
moment.
done with this too. Just...
I'm gonna use my point of inspiration to roll that again.
All right. And Keeve, are you so sure about that?
I mean,
Craven's not feeling well.
Well, we're gonna die if we stay in the city, so we're no good to anyone if we do that. But
yeah, I
We're gonna have to
mean,
do
like,
another
I don't
rescue.
really know what you expect me to say to that. Like, the entire city is
Yeah, I know.
puppets.
You honestly,
just try to make
from
us-
what you've seen, from what the power you've seen Remus wield when they're not completely incapacitated, you worry about them. You're concerned for them. But they run a mercenary company, and they hid from a very powerful force with a very extremely powerful artifact for a very long time.
Very true.
They more than likely can handle themselves.
Hopefully.
that's a 22.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
With a 22, you bunch your muscles together, tense, and leap forward, cresting over what little room there is left. Both Anna and Kit, Anna
me.
Anna and Stenna having to duck their heads in order to not be caught by the stones above them and knocked backwards into the town.
Anna isn't ducking her head. She's leaning down off of Ruby's going, fuck you, as her slow motion going over them.
You manage to knock aside the hands grabbing at you, pulling forward
He
any
high
that
fives them.
grab purchase before landing just past the bodies. Out just as the final amount of bodies pile up, sealing off Pole with a mass of bodies
Oh, Jesus.
and clacking, you land on the other side.
Are they coming towards us at all? Or are they staying within?
So far, it seems that the wall that was both built to block you off is blocking off the horde from pursuing you.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out to Kiva in the Mind Link. Hey, are you on your way? Like, what's going on? Like, I thought Ruby had you as well. Like, what is?
You
The
finally
fuck?
realized I'm not there.
Yeah, you're like, wait,
Um,
there wasn't a small like gremlin like holding on.
I can't
to
believe you
Ruby's
forgot
arm.
about your child.
I know, my child. Although, if I said
Will,
that,
what is going on where
Thank
I
you.
am?
You're reading through documents. Everything
Okay.
seems pretty peaceful.
Okay.
No
I
one knew
was-
you were there, so no one knows to come after you right now.
Great. I'm so specifically I'm looking for, so I have Stenna's file. I'm looking for Eric's file.
Okay. Make me a investigation check.
Okay. My desk is a mess because I've been sewing.
Understandable.
18.
Okay, so with an 18, you continue searching for a little while. Coming across various documents, you see many names that you find unsurprising. A few you do find surprising. Many, many noble families. Maids, children that have gone missing, heirs that have either died at birth or been unborn that are desperately needed by the family. Thinking about it, it's a little chilling to know how many of these puppets are in places of extreme power that you never knew about beforehand.
Can I make a note of all of those
Yeah,
names?
you can.
Cool.
You can.
Good.
You see, children, guards, maids, other much less savory things. But eventually you come across a much smaller file, which is marked projects. And in there, you do find Eric Silverchain.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna take that and
Okay. And you find him in a folder marked. One sec, let me look at my notes. I have a name for this.
I'm intimidated. Deeply intimidated.
There's no way that the broker is powerful enough to turn the entire city into puppets by himself.
Yeah, there had to be other people.
That's like god levels of stuff.
Will was like, fine, like you are too powerful.
All right.
Just take you out.
It is called Project Decay.
As in like zombies, like turning.
As in zombie robots.
yeah, zombie cyborgs.
are there any like details on the project? or-
Within the files, there are several papers that you could look through. One lists what appears to be a medical chart of Eric. One thing you find is that apparently that when he was first initially examined or brought in, there was a chance he actually could have been saved.
Oh fuck.
But the silver chains were lied to for. The doctor was seemingly paid off. You find a notice slip, an invoice. You find a medical chart as well as a surgical chart. You find a attached dossier that goes into both financial details on the Silver Thread, Silver Chain, and other prominent families of the area. And finally, you find what appears to be a old cloth, it feels like cloth to the touch, but there's writing on it. It's a very, very old piece of parchment. And it appears to be some kind of very old, obscure alchemical formula that you can't quite make out.
Okay. I'm gonna take all of that. Okay, so Kiva right now is like trying to push past a panic attack because they're remembering when Ruby mind linked them with Eric and just the shit that was going on. Okay, and they're gonna. I'm assuming that I vaguely know.
Like you heard through the
stuff.
mind links. You know what's been going on.
Yeah.
ish in town.
Cool. I'm gonna try and call out to Helios and be like,
Mhm.
please, can you help me get out of this town? It's bad.
So
black.
you get in response you actually get a response very quickly. You get an image instead of an impression and an image. You see acknowledgement and you see willingness, and then you see frustration. You feel frustration, and you feel a slight tinge of fear, and then you get sent an image. And looking above, you see an aerial view of the town, which looks, from how you saw it just a few minutes, for you, maybe a couple hours before, for everyone else, a couple minutes before, it seems significantly ruined. But more importantly, it seems like there's something taking up the airspace in the town of Pole. and there's not many clear spaces to land. Finally, you get one last image, which shows right over past Craven's Tower and behind the keep, right behind it, you see that area with the one blue roofed guardhouse. Over there is a clear patch of sky. And you get the impression that if you can get there, Helios can come get you.
Okay, cool. I can do that. All right.
Did Herc respond at all? Like,
Herc responded.
how's Herc doing?
You don't see him yet, but he hasn't died.
I want to hear. So there's like, I'm gonna ask him like, you good, bud? Are you,
You get an impression back of a large beetle very slowly and very obviously making its way up the side of one of the walls.
But he's not getting attacked at all.
No one's attacking him.
Okay, good. Like even the puppets are like, a beetle. It's a bug.
Anyway, Kiva, stealth check, please.
Not a problem.
That gives me so much joy, honestly.
That hits.
That document could get you unbanished.
Yeah.
Kiva.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, your
too.
family sucks, but
Like the whole point of you getting banished was like you killed your cousin.
21.
Okay, so 21. You quietly make your way down the stairs and out the front door once more. Entering into the town of Pole, it is absolutely silent. So quiet you could hear the drop of a pin. Which way do you want to go?
Okay, so it's the little building with the blue roof
Mhm.
by Craven's Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want to just be like out in the open, but I want to try and get like straight there.
Okay.
But I want to like sort of stick to the edges so that I can hide very, very quickly if I need to.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
What is that? Oh, lovely. 7.
Please don't die.
Okay.
Nah, worst that'll happen is I'll get turned into a puppet.
Make
What?
me
Thunder.
a dexterity check. Dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw, okay. 7 plus 7, 14.
Okay, you barely make it. So, moving forward, keeping to the buildings and keeping as low as possible, you get a sudden feeling of danger in your gut. And over the years, you've learned to trust your gut. So, with that feeling, you drop to the ground as low as you can. And then above you, almost imperceptibly, you notice just the smallest movement, as if something thin, delicate, and almost translucent lazily wafted above you.
Oh no.
What is
It was a
that?
string.
Oh shit. You just
Wait.
filling out so much.
Wait,
Not excited.
is this the thing in the depths?
What do you mean?
That Kiva had to get through to get to that guard the one time, the creature that was just
Is
all
that
strings.
the broker?
Tentacle thing with the shocks.
Mhm.
I do not remember. I am blacking out. What?
It's okay.
There
There was just
that
a weird
in the depths. There was that room with that weird monster that had all
Yeah.
the tentacles hanging
You
down.
remember
from the-
that vine
from-
that's like, "Ooh, girl, they got a ramen noodle exhibit. Careful, chum, that's a lot of sodium." That thing was in the depths.
Kiva had to sneak past it to get to the guard to steal whatever.
Mm-hmm. And I
Oh,
did get
touching it
touched
would
by
be
it
bad.
once, and I had to like make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh right, and then like the
That was a thing.
little the new hire was right outside. Okay, yeah, okay, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh no. And maybe the broker's just controlling it.
It
But that would
might
make
be
sense.
that, it might not be. Like, we don't know.
It could be just a totally unrelated string-based monster, but
String-based monster. If it was rope, then Anna would have been all over it.
Regardless, now that I know what to look out for, I'm assuming I'll be able to.
More easily see it, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, with that out of the way, please make me another. I'll let you keep the stealth check. Make me a dexterity check.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna use my special dice to reroll that. Oh, great! So much better. Just a check.
Yup.
Could I make it an acrobatics check?
Nope.
Damn it. Okay. 7 plus 4, 11.
Okay, so creeping along, you quickly and quietly make your way across the clear patch of nothingness as low to the ground as you can. Seemingly no one has noticed you.
Kiva is very low to the ground.
You make your way to the building, to the collection of buildings in front. And as you do, you get a impression from the bird. It seems the whatever is now hanging over the town of Pole, these what you can only assume are strings now, are growing more and more by the minute, and there's less and less space for him to land, meaning time is of the essence.
I'm so glad I didn't fly like straight up, just like test it out. Would have not been fun at all.
Okay. So I guess I'm.
So, continuing, right before you, one more thing, with the 11. You make your way towards the buildings, through the alleyways. I'd say at this point, heading towards the blue-roofed building right by Craven Tower. You are at the more tent-like looking buildings
Okay.
right now. And
Okay.
stepping out from one of the alleyways, right under your foot, you hear a as you step on what appears to be some kind of stray, dry twig or leaf.
Nope, I don't like that.
So far, it seems no one has noticed.
Okay. If I stop trying to be stealthy, would I be able to get advantage on my dexterity rolls or whatever?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna do that
Okay.
because I need to be fast now.
So, making a break for it. Make me a dexterity check.
14 or... Okay, I'm glad. Okay, so that was either going to be a 14 or a 1. So it's going to be 14 plus 4, which is 18.
All right, so with an 18, you burst out from the alleyways and towards the building, running through the streets, dodging past and around puppets patrolling. People have noticed you and are now beginning to give chase. The crowd is growing, as it seems like when one notices, more and more around begin to be alerted and notice. However, it seems like you are a fair distance ahead of them, running towards the blue-roofed building, finally in view of the Craven's Tower, which, for the first time since being in Pole, has gone completely dark. From it, however, you can see much thicker strings coming in and out, going all around, connecting to the other 3 towers in town, all leading back to a central spot in the textiles.
Damn it.
Oh.
So much for Remus. Anna's gonna reach out through the mind and be like, so you think Remus is good?
Are we even close enough to be able to communicate through the mind link at the moment?
No.
Yeah, no.
Anna's like,
Technically,
no
it's within
response.
sight, so
Anna's like, oh, so no response. That probably means yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, however, you do make it to the blue-roofed building. You get the feeling like Helios is descending, and it will take 1 round. As you are waiting, however, some that have noticed you get close enough to attempt to make a grab at you. I need you to attempt a contested dexterity check.
Check.
Roll dex check. Tell me what you got, and if it's higher than my strength check, you win. Sorry, roll.
6?
Okay, 6. Really, a 6?
Oh my fucking
I rolled a
God.
2.
Wow. All right. Well,
I'm assuming I don't get advantage on this.
you do not.
Okay.
You leap backwards directly into the waiting arms of one of the one of the town's puppets.
Well, at least I didn't hit a string. Okay.
True.
Mhm.
You find yourself grappled and unable to move.
Like entirely?
You can struggle. You can try and break out, but you can't, you're being held.
Would I mean, Kiva has a
mechanically
lot
you
of
can
daggers.
attack. You just can't move.
Yeah,
unless
you can attack,
break out.
absolutely.
Okay,
You just can't
cool,
move.
because that's, yeah.
Yeah. You can attack, you just can't move.
Can I attack right now?
Yes, you can attack the person holding you.
Good. Okay. Okay. 4 plus 7. 11.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay, good. Ooh. What does the keen dagger do again? Because I'm not gonna bother with the with like the poison thing. But
Yeah.
okay.
Just cut the string, maybe. That would-
1d6 plus 4 rather than 1d4 plus 4, so that I think that's worth it. I rolled a 1 plus 4 is 5.
Still enough.
Okay.
So,
cool.
you manage to slice through the arm of this puppet very cleanly as you fall to the ground, just in time for Helios to finally descend.
Okay, cool.
You grab the bird, get on top, and he takes off, flying up, up, up. I need you to make me one more dexterity saving throw now.
Saving throw, okay. Oh. Let's see. That is 15 plus 7.
All right, so
Damn.
you managed to
22.
succeed, and instead of taking full damage, only take 7 points of damage. As from behind you, you feel the air ignite. As the back of your neck from the heat burns a little, your clothes begin to singe. You feel Helios's pain a little bit.
Damn, these are so expensive.
As a massive fireball goes off behind you. Looking back, you see the ground behind you completely scorched. The puppets chasing you obliterated. And from Triana's tower,
Nope.
Brianna?
you see the look of Triana.
Craven.
Craven?
from Craven's tower.
I was like,
Thank you. You see,
Coward mom.
you see Craven. Most of her body attached to string, made of wood, like a puppet. However, half her face and one arm is still hers, held out, smoking as if a ball of fire had just come from it. The one eye that hers looks up at you, and you hear, "Run."
Fly.
I can't bring Miss for us.
fools.
Bye. Flee. Fly.
You ascend up above the string, above the cloud cover, and you break out into the clear blue sky above. You smell fresh air, you see the sun. It's a beautiful day out. And next to you, you see all the string, all the different strings from Pole coming from a certain point, shooting up towards these three dark, cloaked figures still sitting above Pole, who are seemingly taking the string, sorting it, and sending it back down to different places.
Oh no. So it's 3 figures. I'm surprised they didn't like come for us.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that Helios isn't like singed too bad. Like he's not like on fire
Looking around,
actively.
Helios it seems like a couple of external feathers got a little burned, but he's fine.
Crispy. Okay.
Chicken nugget.
Nugget.
Chicken nugget.
So I guess I'm gonna like look for the others, and when I see them I want to sort of direct Helios to like go down to them.
Eventually you find them, and you land, and now the party is back together. By this point, your beetle has made its way over the wall and is now slowly descending the other side of the
Oh,
wall.
I'm so proud of him. Is he near our wall or is it like
No, other side of town.
other side of town? Okay, cool. I'm so proud of him. He's just so good. Good beetle. And it's just like through the mind, like, oh, you're so good. Wow, you're killing it. Oh my god, look at you. You're own independent. You're independent. It's just like
So Anna with not
gushing.
much practice with a mind link is also saying all of this out loud.
yeah, that checks out. That checks out. God.
I think as soon as Kiva gets here, I'm just gonna keep sprinting.
And it's like, wait, Herc is on his way.
I'll sprint towards the beetle, but I want to get as much use out of this wild shape as we can,
Okay.
and it only lasts for an hour. But
Alright,
if I run at full speed for an hour, we'll be pretty far away.
We'll say you pick up the beetle, you sprint away, and after an hour, you make it a couple miles distance away from Pole, far enough away that you cannot see it in the horizon anymore, far enough that you feel at least somewhat safe to camp. Ruby, you transform back into yourself, exhausted.
We'd be at least like 40 miles away.
At least.
Yeah, no, it's several like tens of miles, 40
Well,
miles is probably good.
I can't step of the wind that whole time.
Yeah, so I'd say more like 25, 30 miles max.
Anna was like mid like petting horse Ruby, like, you did so good. You want an apple, and then like
And now you're
and then just like
now you find yourself petting one of Ruby's abs, like
you did
I'm
that.
not that much taller.
yeah, but
Horses are large.
when it comes to where anatomy was, Anna was like petting your flank, so it translated to like one of your pecs or your ab, and now Anna's just like rubbing one of your abs. You're
It's
just
like, and it's just like frozen. It's like, you still want an apple?
You do know that I'm still me when I'm the horse, right?
Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah. Anna did not know.
I feel like Helios and I just look at each other just like so exasperated.
you get a sudden feeling from Helios where it's just like, God, I'm so glad you're the one that bought me.
Yay.
Anna like goes over to Hughes like, yeah, like look, yo, we got wings. We got wings, fam. Wing squad.
Once
Anna,
we
please
stop.
don't harass my
So-
bird.
So, you know in like anime when there's that girl who finds someone she thinks is like absolutely pathetic and disgusting and she like looks down at them and is like, ugh. You're getting that look from a two-headed bird.
Anna thinks it's like a good. There's like, yeah, we're squad. We're family now. What's up? And she just like finger gun.
Stop harassing my bird.
The bird looked like it smelled something dead.
But
I-
that would be good for that bird. 'cause-
Stena does two things in this moment. The first is the second Ruby stops moving, she just falls on the ground, like face first, and you hear her through the mind link just kind of yell, "I'm sorry, I didn't know he'd gotten this bad in the past few years." And then, while Anna's
Into the
harassing,
floor.
yeah, and while Anna's harassing Helios, she brings back Fulber as a raven, and just so that Helios can have some solidarity.
It's really gonna be like a familiar union, but it's not gonna be like they're not gonna unionize just in general. It's gonna be against Anna. Against
It's
all
not
of
a union, it's a fucking support group. They meet once a week.
Remus is gonna be the one that's leading it, and it's like, yes.
I'm gonna go like crouch next to Stena and just kind of pat her head. Like, it's okay. You couldn't have
face.
known.
Stena's face remains flat in the dirt.
Yeah.
Anna rolls an apple.
How?
So Senna's like, hey.
How
Hmm?
end of
Just how?
sentence.
Just how?
How?
I don't. He shouldn't be able to do that.
He shouldn't.
What is he?
It sounds like he was
Jenna-
working with other people. Like maybe some like we couldn't see, but I feel like it's probably not. They're not human, probably. Otherwise, they did really not Gucci magic. I think we should go back to Triana, because Triana seems to know. But also, I don't want to bring that shit to her. I don't know. I think going back to Triana would be our best chance of getting answers, though.
Alana is there, and she is expecting us. Although the plan was to bring a bunch of kids, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't think she wants brainwashed zombies. I think we've had enough brainwash.
Anyway, Stena, you were saying?
Bullshit.
Yeah. You were saying something about the broker, Stena.
Oh, Stena knows that he hires a lot of people for specific jobs, but she's not sure if what happened in Pole, how much of it was him directly and how much it was the mercenaries he had, or who those people were up in the sky.
I mean, has he turned
even-
even into puppets before? Has he done this en masse? I mean, he says something about like how he has the orphanage and like all those children, but like, have you seen him do something like this? Has he used those strings before? I mean, well,
There were a lot of strings.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
the figures, like the mages, I think they must be in his employ because they were the ones sort of like he held all the strings at the center, but they were the ones like distributing them.
yeah.
But even so I think it's safe to assume that they weren't puppets before today.
Stena, what did you do? Why do they want you so bad? I mean, like, why? Sorry if this is too personal, but why were you in that system in the first place?
I don't know who my parents are, so.
Oh, wait,
that's-
hold on. I have your file.
Oh,
I honestly haven't read it, so we can just powwow over my file if you want.
Okay,
Pow, pow,
I'm
pow,
gonna
pow,
like,
pow.
I'm gonna
Love a good
pull out the
powwow.
file and we can look through it.
I love a good powwow.
Yeah,
over a
why would they
file.
why would they kill an entire city
Just to get
Presumably.
you.
to get you?
To be fair, I'm not entirely sure. I might have burned down my old orphanage out of rage, but I didn't
okay.
think I'd impacted their supply lines enough to tank the whole city of Pole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
there's a
caused a lot
baby
of-
picture of you in here.
Oh wait, I
Very
want to see.
cute.
And Anna like goes
It's
over like, I wanna
also
see.
a weird, like a weird political move to murder an entire town.
Mhm. It really
Like
is.
Including
were
all
his
of the wizards.
biggest supporters. Yeah.
And
Yeah, 'cause all of
everyone in
them
the jail.
liked him.
How did he even do that?
Well, we don't know how far down the jail. We don't know how far they got.
That's true, but I'm kind of surprised that those strings could even get in there.
My guess would be that he's working for someone in the royal family, and they don't care how much noise is made.
Maybe a coup. Maybe they're trying to take over. But the whole, like, you're definitely right, Ruby. Like, why would he sacrifice? Because all those people, when we were talking about the broker, everybody was like, they're like, yeah, he's amazing. He does all these things, and we were the only ones that really knew that he actually did like super shady things behind the scenes in that town. So like, he just got rid of a lot of his supporters. I mean, like, they could still give him all of their stuff, but like, it seems like a really weird move. Like, he didn't need to control all of them in order to get their support.
That was a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go through the file. What do we see in the file? Anna's also melting over Stenna's baby picture. She's like, oh, he's
Yeah,
so
so the first page, you see...
Senna looks dead as hell in the picture, and Anna's just like, oh, it's so cute.
you see
It's like,
this-
look, you have the same face. I can see.
Yeah, the face is unchanged. The rest
Dana,
of-
if it gets revealed that you've been dead this whole time, I'm gonna be really upset.
the resting bitch face. So the first page, it shows, you know, parents unknown, age,
Aw.
it shows the age, it shows, birthday unknown, birthday given, and then it shows the given birthday, eyes, weight, height, hair, allergies, all the basic information. The next page is then listed, and it's basically just a bunch of medical jargon. It shows a bunch of different readings, a couple different charts of like different measurements, it seems.
Would I be able to interpret that since?
Somewhat. It seems like there was a lot of basic medical tests done. It also seems like there are some strange ones looking for very weird sounding, antibodies, very strange sounding elements within the human body that aren't normally tested for. And then there are a few that make absolutely no sense, that for all you can really tell are just fucking random lines on a piece of paper. The third page is appearing to be completely, entirely redacted. Every line of text is blocked out in completely dark black highlighting over it to completely redact it. The only word remaining is the word heart.
Can I listen to see if Stenna has a heartbeat?
Yeah, I was gonna be like,
Yeah.
can I check your pulse?
Sure. Stella, do you let them?
Stella just kind of stares at her old baby photo and just doesn't move.
All right. Listening to Stenna's chest, you hear doo-dum, boom, the steady sound of a heartbeat.
Okay, cool. So you have a heart.
Can I?
Or something is making the noise.
Do
Can I
we
roll-
know if it was your original heart?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Maybe they did a heart transplant.
Yeah.
Stella
Do I
takes
have
his,
any spells that could help this?
I don't know any spells for this either, really.
Stella asks Kiva if she can take one of their daggers and just kind of poke at a finger to see. Just out of like shock at this point.
It's just like, I'm just gonna stab myself.
Eva's gonna do it for her very, carefully.
It bleeds blood. You bleed blood.
Can I roll an Arcana check or like medicine check to see if like it's, I don't know, it's a little bit different than what I've seen?
Sure.
Well, that's a fucking 1. So Anna's just completely enamored by the baby picture. Doesn't even fucking think to like check medically. Apparently.
Great. Love it when the healer is like that.
But Anna, I'll let you
mute yourself.
I'll let you roll a perception check.
Yay. Okay, it hit something, so I'm gonna roll it again. 16.
With a 16, you looking at Stenna's adorable baby pictures, of which there are 4 on the file. See,
And it's like, there's one for each of us.
yeah, in
Oh my
each one
God.
there is a picture of Stenna glaring at the camera.
Mhm.
The eyes, you know, the same dead eyes and the same resting bitch face you see in front of you. Behind the long hair, you see the small baby child, cute clothes, holding a stuffed animal. And in every frame, somewhere in the frame, you see what appears to be a skull.
Oh.
Either partially buried, held in someone's hand. In one of the pictures, it's just sitting on the ground, and in the final picture, it's on a shelf.
Wow, this is so Renaissance.
This is so fucking origin story of this necromancer. And it goes, hey, you know this guy?
Is it
Was
Yorick?
Yeah, it's like Yorick.
She knew him
You know
well.
him. Definitely.
Personal childhood friend.
Yes.
Stenna looks at the photo and like you get a vague sense that she recognizes it. And then she says, there was a skull at the orphanage. I never really paid it much attention, but it was always, I guess it was kind of always there.
Seemed like it was following you around.
I was kind of, yeah, I don't remember it doing so. And maybe once or twice I thought the person of the orphanage must have moved it around, because at one point it would be in the living room and then they'd move it to the dining room, and I thought that was kind of strange, but I never talked to it. I don't know where it is now.
It kind of feels
I'm
like
gonna
it was
tap on
trying
Stenna's head to make sure she has a skull.
Your finger pushes in all the way to her.
Ah, that's so gross.
Can I cast Detect Poison and Disease?
Sure.
Are there any poisons and or diseases in Stenna?
There is the disease of No, there's no poisons or diseases.
Can I ritual cast Detect Magic?
Yes.
Are there any unusual magics in
There is
Stenna?
lots of magic in Stenna. Most of it necromantic energy.
but like, does it seem like it's her magic, or like, I don't know? Like...
It all seems to belong to her. You notice that, like, there's a lot of magic. Stenna seems to have a lot of natural magical talent. A lot of inborn magical power that she may not be using right now, but it's all seemingly hers.
Is she secretly a sorcerer? Is that why she used Fireball the first time we met?
Firebolt.
Firebolt, sorry.
Fireball.
Stenna's gonna take out the Fae gifted glass skull and just kind of look at it and go, "Do you have answers now?"
Is that one?
Yeah. He doesn't.
Just turns into the
teeth
skeleton
start
from the last
chattering.
unicorn.
Let me tell you a tale!
We were here to get the He-Man.
It starts playing Megalovania.
Oh my god.
It's time for a boss fight.
The
Ooh.
skull
Amazing.
does not react, but it does look similar to the skull in the photos.
Does the file
I mean, it's a
like
skull.
Yeah, so you know.
it is a skull? Does the file say anything about like does it have like any just like extra notes about Stena?
Yes, actually, there is a on the back page of the third page. You see a couple handwritten notes from seemingly doctors or people who worked at the orphanage. A lot of them are just like strange behavior, not very emotional, doesn't display much attachment. You see one doctor just like creepy kid who prefers dead things over living things. You just see like fucking weirdo.
That
Um,
checks out. This is Stena's origin story,
Damn.
actually.
You
Very judgment heavy doctors
Yeah.
here.
you see another one. You see another note that goes, "Her eyes unnerve me.
Gonna look at Stena's eyes.
They are unnerving."
Meh.
Um,
Can
and
I
then-
try and use mending to get rid of the redacting ink?
You can try. That's creative. I'll let you try.
Ooh.
And then finally one last note that says, what did it say? Right. It says, appears to be a note written in Abyssal.
What does that mean?
Oh, I don't
It
speak
is- it's-
Abyssal.
It is a
Nice.
language.
Stena, you speak that, right?
I do have Abyssal.
What's this?
Can I try reading it?
You can. On it says, the cycle begins and ends at the same point. For one to begin, one must end. And for one story to open, another must close.
I feel uncomfortable.
Where is Abyssal spoken?
Abyssal? Let me...
Like Shadowfell or
Anna died.
Yeah.
yes, she did.
Well, fucking died.
So,
What about this?
Abyssal is the language of demons.
Oh.
Ah. Not devils though.
Not
demons.
devils.
Interesting.
Okay.
What do I need to roll in order to try and mend the ink off the page?
Make me a... what's the closest
Arcana?
thing to bookbinding? I'd say intelligence check?
Would this not be Arcana?
Yeah, I'd give this Arcana. You're right. I can do
Okay,
the Arcana
cool.
with this.
Because my intelligence is 1. My Arcana is 4.
Ah.
That's a 19.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, so with a 19, most of what the mending spell does just completely removes all the ink from the page.
Man.
However, you get a few more words.
Okay.
Seemingly placed at random points, there is the word heart, which you already had, but there is also the word key, seal,
T like TEA?
Key,
Oh, K.
key,
Oh, key. Okay.
seal or lock. You can't quite tell with the translation. Or and the last word you see is the date, which is the date is basically it was set about
wouldn't have anything to do with the heart we fucking.
You see, the
Right.
date is set about 26 years ago.
So wait, it was
Hey,
Key,
Stena, how
Lock,
old are you?
Heart, and 26 years ago? There was another thing, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Key, lock,
Key,
or C,
key,
seal.
lock, or seal. You can't quite tell from the translation. Then there was heart, and then there was a date set about 26 years ago.
How old is Stena?
She's assuming around 26-ish because of the unknown birth date for
Okay.
sure.
And it was written in demon language.
Wait, was this note in
The whole
Abyssal?
thing in Abyssal?
No, just that one
Oh.
thing you found in the back. This is in
Okay.
common.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Can I roll insight and maybe interpret it further? Like, would I?
Sure.
could I also do that?
Sure.
Did I roll history? See if there's anything significant about that date.
Sure.
18.
I got a 16.
Okay. So an 18 and a 16. You get the feeling that both with what happened in the town just now and what this document both does and does not say, Stena is very, very, very important to this organization for some reason or another.
Dirty 20, by the way.
So that date, 26 years ago, thinking back, you don't really remember much, but you do vaguely remember something about that being the start date of a month-long total eclipse.
Excuse me? What?
I was alive during that. Hee hee. Okay.
Then I think you're
Does-
part demon.
Great.
A
We've got a part devil over there. This is going to be interesting.
Does any of this of her anything in her file, like, does that trigger any like even vaguish memories?
It triggers a splitting headache is what it triggers.
Oh no. Can I roll medicine or insight into the headache?
Sure.
This actually makes sense why I would roll insight.
Short of cutting open your chest to take a look at your heart, I don't know what we can do
21.
right now.
I think we
Alright.
just have to go to Triana.
Yeah.
Anna takes out their pithing needle. No.
Lobotomy!
God.
Gotta poke a hole in the skull so that the demons can get out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's
Just
science.
stick it up through the nose.
No, that's what the Egyptians
Scramble
did.
it a bit.
It looks like something is weighing very heavily on Stena's mind. Something is bothering Stena immensely.
Would I be able to
and-
tell if it's like maybe repressed memories?
Maybe.
I think he's telling you this is psychological in nature and not something that you have been trained to fix.
I was thinking maybe it's like either repressed or it's like magically repressed. Like they don't want her to remember it.
Well, I am detecting magic, but
A lot. Maybe ritual cast detect good and evil, and maybe see if like you can find
I
something.
don't
with-
have that. But
Oh, then I could just cast it then.
Okay.
I'll cast that and see if I can see anything that like maybe might have been put into her body with less than good intentions.
Dennis sits down on the ground and is just like, "Wow, great, test
We're
away."
worried. We're worried about you.
I'm gonna start making like tea or something.
Okay, so
yeah,
as per detect good and evil,
Mhm.
you do not sense
I keep on muting.
you do not sense any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of where you are.
Mm.
However, you do sense that there has been a place directly in front of you, the area that Stena has been taking up, that is desecrated.
Hey Stena, can you move to like the right a little bit?
She scoots on her butt like 3 feet to the right.
Did it move?
Yes.
Can I tell how it's been desecrated?
No.
Can I roll insight to see if I can tell if it's how it's been desecrated?
Sure.
Okay. Oh shit, that's a 22.
All right. So with a 22, you get the sense that it's just, as far as you can tell, desecration is just an extreme corruption or darkness. It could be that Stenna's been in, around, and studying or attuned with necromancy her entire life. It could be that she's a twisted, corrupted, and cursed being.
Would I be able to tell maybe if it's like innate corruption, like as in like she was born of a demon, or if it was like later on
Would not
set?
be able to tell now.
Oh, okay. Anna just like walks over to Stenna and kind of like pats her head. Is like, it's gonna be.
Don't go into any
Okay.
churches.
And I was like, and I'm like, I just yell over my shoulder, "Kiva, get the tea!" I'm going to the mind like, Kiva, get the tea, Kiva, get the tea. And it's like, it's gonna be okay. And I'm just like stroking Stenna's head, like,
You're making me more concerned.
that's you just
Don't go into
breathe."
any churches or graveyards. I have a feeling that the graveyard is going to be harder for you.
If I said if I used turn undead, would she get turned? Would she have to run?
She's not undead just because
She's
she's
clearly not
desecrated.
undead.
That's like there's a
know,
distinction
I'm
between
just-
those two things.
Let me just see if I channel divinity.
Oh my god.
What happens if I channel divinity into her?
What are your abilities for your subclass? I don't remember.
Well, I'm in the nature domain, so it's.
Can you channel divinity into other people?
I don't know.
The power of Christ compels you.
The power of Christ compels.
Just exercise her right now.
Yeah, I just want to see if or like even if I can't, that like if my like I don't know divinity beacon goes like bing 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 bing, something's going wrong. There's a
You're
demon next to
ridiculous.
you.
Like this is
I just want to
this is not the time or the place to do this. Let's just
Mm.
rest
Why can't we just do this before we go to bed?
because Triana will be able to do it better.
But I wanna see as much as I can. Can I?
It's
As it-
irresponsible to
domain-
continue to try
domain
to
cleric.
do magic.
your channel divinity is basically, as an action, you present your holy symbol and invoke the name of your deity. Each beast or plant creature that you can see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is charmed by you for 1 minute or until it takes damage. While it is charmed by you, it is friendly to you and other creatures you designate.
Well, Stenna's already friendly with me. I just want to see if I can channel divinity into another person. Will. But-
I'm just saying that's
No.
what your channel divinity does.
Dang.
That is the ability that you have.
Ooh,
Look,
okay.
it would be irresponsible to continue to attempt experiments on our friend without a very experienced magic user here.
I
Supervised experimentation.
I just think it's important.
I mean, you
I
know,
wouldn't call any of this experimentation, but
why not?
because we're not experimenting. We're just casting a spell that does a thing. We know what it does.
that does a thing, but that's just like us doing an experiment in a lab.
I'm
and,
not
like,
experimenting
reviewing to
on this
see what it
monkey.
does.
I'm just injecting a product that does a thing.
That does a thing. Yeah, exactly.
We know what these spells do.
Yeah,
we're not
but
experimenting.
what we're trying to do is see if the spells have a different reaction with Stenna. Like, that is literally experimenting.
If I just channel divinity near her, does it feel weird?
Oh my god.
Uh,
I'm just making my fucking tea.
I mean, Stenna, do you feel weird with Anna channeling divinity right next to you?
Well, Will, I think you have to make a wisdom saving throw for every creature within 30 feet.
Me? Yeah, probably. All right, let me see. Do I make it? No, I failed my wisdom saving throw.
Okay, well then all the plants to like fucking post up.
No, I mean I failed it, so I'm friendly towards you. No.
Oh, great. Excellent. You can't roast me anymore for another minute.
You have to give her
The subclass
inspiration.
That's how I show
For
my
a cleric,
friendship, though.
that was your
Horrible
god
abuse
is
and
the
bullying.
DM.
Oh yeah, I love those ones.
Oh yeah, those
Okay.
are great.
So it doesn't. It's not. Like my eldest isn't being like there's a demon next to you or anything.
Eldeth is focusing on charming all the plants and animals around you. That's what you did. Channel Divinity does that.
Welp.
What's
Stena looks up from where she's sitting on the ground and is like, I'm sorry, do you want me to like talk to you more or something? Like, do you want me to like you more?
And it has the grass kind of like pat.
grass just goes woo.
Yeah, it's just like whooshing near her. And I like
Whatever. I
Well,
hand
the creature
Stena
can go,
I
like,
hand
cuddle with
Stena a
her.
cup of tea.
Anna's having a great time. Like, okay, I was like, what if I was like, okay, how can we like comfort Stena? And I was like, how did the plants? And I was like, the grass needs to whoosh near it. And then as soon as I thought it, I was like, that needs to happen. Just imagine like it's just kind of stroking you at this point because grass can't really like control how it's patting, so it's just kind of like doing like this weird like seaweed.
Are you trying to give me tentacle flashbacks now?
Oh shit. You're
Yeah,
used to
Ruby just
Fulgur.
ran a marathon as a horse, so I think they're asleep already.
I shove a cup of tea into Anna's hands, just like please.
And it just begrudgingly drinks the tea. It's just like I just wanted to see if maybe we could help a friend who might be a demon.
Well, Triana will be able to do that better than any of us, alright?
Yeah, I guess we'll take night. I guess Anna will be the first watch because I'm not. Just
Okay.
we're not. all
Stena, can you
sleeping right.
cast like the alarm spell?
Yes, I can cast alarm.
So Anna, the first watch. Roll me a perception check.
Can I have advantage with all my woodland friends?
Sure.
That I definitely
Also-
needed it.
Ruby is actually sleeping, not meditating right now.
Oh yeah, Ruby's passed out.
They don't want to deal with the dream nonsense.
Mhm. I got a 16.
So with a 16, in the woods around you, from no direction in particular, you start to hear.
Oh my god, not my stupid fucking ball.
You're gonna have to do this every time.
And it's just like, shut up. Nobody gives a shit. And I just like plays with the grass. Like it's just like
I love that we're just like already tired of this stupid
It's like-
fucking thing.
Jesus Christ. Like we're just done with brain control. We're just like
The
this is
stupid fetus bag.
And then
fetus
and then-
bag.
but then you hear, for the first time, it doesn't whisper, and it's a voice almost directly behind you, and it just goes, "Only you can save them, Anna."
Turn around?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna have the grass ready to attack. It's closing behind me. Like grab them. Okay,
There's no
Was-
one there.
y'all were haunted.
And then from the side of you this time, it's up to you to save them, Anna.
I have the grass grab them. Like I was like, if anybody's there, grab them.
It's grass, Anna.
You also they are just friendly to you. You can't command them to do anything.
You're not like
I can
you're
direct
not like
them.
grass bending over here. And anyway,
Oh, stop crushing my dreams.
it's grass.
You are the grass lord. Lord of the grass.
You're just so happy. This is everything I wished for when I chose the nature domain. I feel like if I charmed it, it would listen to me.
You turn
It
towards the
doesn't
voice.
have.
It's not
It's
charmed.
charmed.
It's friendly to you.
No, it says I charm it.
Charm
It is
means
charmed, but
yeah. Charm
it-
means friendly.
I charm
You can't make it do anything that it one couldn't do on its own,
It just moves.
and two, it doesn't have to do what you say. It's just friendly to you.
Yeah, no,
I don't
even
think
if you
grass really
charm a
has
person, it doesn't mean
All
they're
right,
gonna do
the
what
grass
you say.
moves.
Ooh,
At
you
your
can't tell if
behest.
it's actually
It's-
the
I-
wind or not.
Yeah, you feel like the grass moved because you told it to.
And it's like, good job, and like pats it.
All right, so you turn towards, and then once again, nothing's there.
Hmm.
Now on the other side.
And it
You
just
have
like
to save
fucking
them.
like punches it, like punches to the side. As soon as she hears like, I hear like you have, and then just fucking punches in that direction without looking.
Your fist contacts nothing. And then finally, behind you, one more time. You finally found a family. You don't want to lose them, do you? And this last time when you turn to the voice, standing directly in front of you, is Stenna's sleeping form. Save them all. Save them, Anna.
Is she saying that?
No, you hear the voice behind you again. Save them. You need to get rid of her to save them. Save your family.
Oh, I don't like this.
Anna stands up. She is my family. She's part of that family. She kind of just like, she kind of starts snapping in front of Stenna's face. It's like, hey, you awake? What's going on?
Is Stenna like sleepwalking?
No, Stenna's asleep. Just sleeping.
But she's standing.
What?
You said that she's standing
You
in
said
front
that
of
she's
us?
standing.
Oh, no, I said you are standing in front of her.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, what? Wild. Well,
Like you were turning towards the different, where the voice was
Oh,
coming from, and the final
okay.
time you turned towards the voice, you were standing in
Oh.
front of Stenna.
and it just says, yeah, Stenna is my family. Like, she's part of this family.
I don't like that my thingy messes with Anna specifically.
They know, it knows, like, the barbarian energy is strong with this one.
It's just like, ah, yes, that's the dumb one.
The most
That one's
gullible.
impulsive.
The last thing you hear, as you say, she's my family, is lose one, or do nothing and lose them all.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And it says, you sound more like my fucking dad. And just fucking
Straight
sits
up the
back down.
trolley problem. This is
Mhm.
bull.
Anna sits down and
Except
starts
we
making
don't
the
actually
tea.
think there's a train coming.
No.
No.
Well, no, we know there's a train coming, but it's entirely unrelated.
The watch passes without event.
Anna tells whoever's on the next watch, there's a ghost. Don't just ignore it. And she goes to bed. Who's the next
Then
I
I
one?
think
can
Ruby
take the
went to
next
bed
one.
at like 2 p.m. or whatever, so they're probably awake.
Yeah. And I was like, there's a ghost. Good night.
Very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ghost is probably the least weird thing that has happened.
Like, right?
far,
So all of
so-
us are just like fucking over this.
Ruby, roll me a, or not Ruby, Stenna. Stenna, roll me a perception check.
17.
Okay. The wind picks up, howling through the trees, wailing as the forest comes to life. You hear the sound of movement in the forest, of animal life, of the night. The flicking firelight casting shadows out across the forest, onto the trees, leaving harsh impressions in the canopy around you. After a while, you think you start to make out a shadowy form off in the distance. Then another to the side of you. Then one more to the other side. And finally you hear one more behind you. They stand there at a distance, just barely in your view range, and stand there, unmoving, but you get the feeling all four are staring directly at you.
Not liking this.
How far away are they?
Oh.
About 35, 40 feet away. Just far away that you can just barely see them.
Firebolt.
I don't want to set the whole forest on fire.
Oh,
That's
now
a
you
first.
don't.
That's a
Now you
first.
care.
Now I
Character
don't.
growth.
Yay!
Character
Slightly less
growth.
kamikaze. I am gonna. I think Stenna's gonna watch them for a few minutes to see if they do anything, and if they start moving, she's gonna try and wake up the rest of the group through the mind link.
Okay. You sit there. You watch them, unmoving, and they watch you, unmoving. Hours pass. Nothing happens, and your watch ends.
Are they still there?
They seem to have gone melted away and faded into the forest.
Kiva will take this watch.
Senna will then tell Kiva, I think we might be being watched, but they haven't moved closer and they haven't triggered my alarm yet.
Okay.
That's good at least.
Is Helios up with me?
Helios, you know Helios is awake. He's not here. He's hunting out in the forest. It's nighttime. Best time for
Yee.
Helios to hunt.
I love him.
You sit, the low firelight. And
Should I roll perception?
please do, yes.
Okay. Okay, 18 plus 5.
Okay. 18 plus 5. So you are keeping a sharp watch on everything around you. The forest, on everything. And in that sharp watch, you start to hear it, and your chest sinks because you know it's coming from that damn orb again.
A ghost.
But from the orb you hear the sound, the soft sound of someone sniffling, crying. Softly.
Is it a familiar voice?
It's the sound you haven't heard in a very, very long time. As neither you nor Eric have been this young for a very long time.
Jesus fucking Christ, I knew it.
But you hear the sound of Eric crying.
I'm not digging the psychological torture of this arc. Like, at all. It's really not cash money.
Can I roll like Arcana or History to see if I've heard of an artifact that can do shit like this?
Sure.
Just mental torture.
Motherfucker. Okay, I have a +7 to History, so that's gonna be... Actually, I'm gonna use my special dice to reroll that. Because I rolled a 2.
Right.
Okay, that's better. That's a 17 plus 7, 24.
All right. So, trying to recall, thinking and diving back into your memories to both try and remember and block out the sound you're currently hearing. You eventually think back about all the stories you've read, the myths, the legends, the histories, and everything to do with tests, with trials, with ancient and cruel artifacts that just break down the user. And there are several that you can think of, especially when it comes to trials, tests, inheritances of a powerful nature. The tests involved are usually some of the most taxing, cruel, and grueling. With artifacts designed specifically for that purpose, and because of their extreme limitations, They hold extreme amounts of power within those limitations.
Great.
These are artifacts that can only be used for their single purpose, but within that one purpose, nothing else can match them.
Excellent. 10 out of 10.
Okay, so do I know, like...
To your best guess, looking at evidence around you, as you've already received one marking from a random gnome passerby, and your gnomish family member cryptically gave you this with one single instruction, you can best assume you are being further tested.
Cool. I'm going to ignore it, but also, like, read through Eric's files.
Okay. You ignore the sound, as eventually you can just block it out with the rest of the night. In looking through Eric's files, you begin to piece together both what it was that happened to him and what exactly Project Decay is. Because there are several photos attached, and these are attached to the surgical document. These are not photos of surgery, nothing so gruesome or body horror like that. These are instead seemingly photos. There's one of his hand, one of his shoulder, one of his left thigh, and one of his like the midsection torso area here. All close-ups. All of them seemingly 3 different parts for or 4 different pictures for 4 markings that could be a birthmark or could be something else. One of them looks very similar to you, as the same thing appeared on your hand when you realized that you were a candidate.
Oh shit.
As best you can tell right now, you aren't the only, as you've probably guessed by now, you aren't the only candidate. But it seems other forces outside of your family want in on this inheritance as well, through whatever means they need to get it. And their first attempt was Eric.
Oh, God. Okay. Well,
So your
I
aunt
have
wasn't pulling the strings at all.
no.
She just wanted her
I
son.
mean, I kind of figured that after a while. Someone took advantage of just her grief and her anger at me. And by someone, I mean the orphanage, but possibly on the orders of someone in the royal family on the old continent.
Yeah.
Also, I'm beginning to have a theory about who exactly kidnapped us.
Maybe someone that once
I was thinking maybe
did it.
another member of the royal family,
Hmm.
possibly a good one who wanted to stop this thing.
At least hopefully a good one.
Well,
I mean, they did kidnap and curse us, but like
Just to get us moving.
it's
we
li-
also don't know for sure that the curse would do anything.
that
at
is
all.
also true.
It could, for all we know, it could have just been a fancy tattoo.
True. One that just like disappeared as we.
We do know for a fact that they wanted us to stop Kiva's aunt.
Yeah.
I guess it could be the someone in the royal family.
Well, because I feel like the only people who would know about this entire scheme is it's
It has to,
either
yeah.
someone in the royal family or someone very, very close to them.
Mm,
who would know.
We still don't know how the Grand Artificer is related to this.
true. That too. But I don't think the Grand Artificer is the one that orchestrated all of this, at least in my
I think
opinion.
that they could have been part of it because we know that the magic that the tattoo was old and kind of unrecognizable.
Mhm.
And someone who is functionally immortal.
Is he immortal? Or were they immortal? I don't think they were immortal. They died. That's what.
We don't know that.
As far as we know, they died, but their
Their
whole-
creation is still going.
Yeah.
True. Well, this is fun. It's very hunky dory.
Maybe there's some sort of not necessarily an artificer, but a spellcaster of some sort who is very, very high up, either in the royal family or the court, who was able to orchestrate that, because the artificer's creation, you know, it gave us like stuff that we need.
In order to solve the plot. Yeah.
It also gave us stuff that should have been impossible to get.
Exactly. Which is why I think I don't think that the creation was working like alone, because there was no way it would have been able to get that stuff, like a royal seal.
True.
That's
Not just a royal seal, a big one that is also a key to something.
yeah.
Also, it is weird that like it randomly opened right when we needed stuff. I mean, we do know that Will's pulling the strings, but like it is kind of like weird timing.
Ooh.
I poked my
To be
fingy.
fair, it appeared a little while before we heard about it.
Yeah, but it was also like
but
very
I mean,
convenient.
it appeared in the town that we were staying right near, basically just before we would have needed it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my only question is, like, who would be powerful enough that they'd be able to be pulling strings like that from another continent to help us? Because they would have to know, they'd have to have some sort of powerful magic to be able to watch us.
Well, it should be
And-
Triana.
I think it's probably not one person. I think it's probably a group of people, and your uncle, Kiva, the one that warned us, might be a part of that.
Yeah.
I swear, Will, if you make Triana the big bad, I will be so devastatingly upset.
Rihanna's not the big bad.
I can
Okay,
tell
but,
you with 100%
Just to like play with our
certainty,
heartstrings.
that was never my plan.
Okay, just want to make sure. Just want to make sure that's off the
No,
table.
I'm not. No.
I don't want him to lose his mom.
I think maybe giving the Grand Artificer's thing another visit that might be our best way to get information about all the different things we need to fix.
If it hasn't disappeared again.
That is true.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to depend on like so in order to figure out what's going on with Stenna, we're going to have to go back to Triana's place in order to like potentially get more information about the entire situation. We're going to have to go to the Artificers. We're going to have to go back to that town anyway, so I think we're probably going to have to wait until we actually get there in order to really make a definitive decision on what else we should do, or like maybe get more insight into this. Maybe go gloat to the Void Dragon and be like, suck it. Or we
Yeah,
could
I
go.
guess from Triona's perspective, we were supposed to stop the Void Dragon, and then she didn't hear from us.
Yeah, she's like, I guess the world might be.
Although Ruby did reach out to
I,
Alana,
I
who
did
is
reach
there.
out to Alana, who is in
Okay.
the town.
Speaking of, it's Ruby's turn to take watch.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Ruby, roll me a perception check.
Oh, for the record, Kiva's not sleeping. They're gonna pretend to sleep, but they're thinking about what happened when Ruby linked their mind with Eric's.
Okay.
18.
So with an 18, you keep a watch over the night. Or, at this point, the ending night. As you keep watch, you hear the sounds of the forest waking up. The wind dies down. Things seem to calm and come to an end as the world begins to wake up and you pass your final watch uneventfully.
Ruby has never heard this thing talk. Ruby's just like, what are you guys talking about? Nothing happens.
Watch is boring, God. So then as you're picking up the campsite, as you're picking up your alarm spell, you notice 4 different places that you saw the silhouettes the other night. 4 different impressions. Someone or something was standing there, unmoving.
Can I tell if there are tracks?
There appears to be one set of tracks leading to this place where they stopped moving, whatever it was.
From where, though?
Yeah, I am going to point it out to the group and tell everyone else besides Kiva also that I saw stuff, or saw some
Can I
figures.
ritual cast detect magic?
Sure. They appear to be 4 completely straight lines. It appears they started somewhere, walked in a completely straight line towards this one point, and stopped.
And then left.
Is it a short enough distance that we'd be able to follow to its origin?
You would, yes.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
Okay. At each one, you come to what appear to be 4 completely different, just dug up holes in the ground.
Detect magic. Do I see anything?
Yeah, you see a whole lot of necromantic magic everywhere.
Great. Swell.
Who the fuck buried
you
4
didn't do
full
this?
human skeletons?
Yeah, all of us just look over at Stena like, did you do something last night? Yeah, you have something.
I was busy
Yes.
having an existential crisis, and also
valid.
slept for most of the night.
Valid.
You want to turn into a horse again so we can go real fast?
Sure.
Great.
Go speed. All the speed.
Yeah, I'll turn into a horse.
I'll turn into a
And
horse.
I'm just gonna keep running.
All right. So, you guys are running down the road, sprinting along. Ruby, you find yourself finally the main road, which you can travel down quickly and easily. And as you do, hauling ass back towards the town, towards Triana, towards Alana, towards relative safety and relative normalcy. You pass by what appears to be a cart pulled off to the side of the road with a short, squat human gentleman standing at the front. And as you run by, you hear him go, Hey, come on, help! Oh, fuck.
Nope, get fucked.
What?
Bye.
Wait, no, I would at least slow down to hear what he has to say.
You slow
Damn
down
it.
and stop, and he goes, "Oh my God! Excuse me. Do you have some way to repair a cart? Can you help, please?"
Is he a gnome?
No, he's a fat human.
I'm gonna nod my head up and down because I can't talk. I'm a horse.
He's like bobbing with you, like, okay.
Yes.
Our sentient horse.
It's mending. They
Does,
don't even cost spell slots.
Yes, I cast mending, I guess.
All right, you see this man's clearly very broken wheel.
Can I tell what it was broken by?
You can. So
What was it
it
broken by?
appears that the wheel had the spokes had completely all snapped off in about a quarter of the front wheel, which caused it to completely go out of whack and crack and fall. And looking around, it seems like the thing that caused this is a like a children's figurine made out of stone.
Does it look like a doll?
No, it looks like a figurine. It looks like, a stone carved figure.
Okay. Weird.
Can someone roll Arcana on that?
Yeah.
I can try. I can roll Arcana.
Oh,
I'll try as well.
I got a nat 20.
Oh my
I fucking
god.
know this shit like the back of my hand.
I got a 10, so
I also got a 10.
Alright, Anna, you're like, I know this. It is not magical at all.
Okay.
Good.
This is
Good.
actually a pretty famous with kids in the old continent and seemingly catching along here. A pretty famous toy maker, toy brand. Like these are durable. These are usually historical or heroic figures, either from historical stories, tales.
Is there a
Like
corn thrower?
Heroes from there is a corn thrower. That's actually the figure that broke the spokes of the cart.
Kiva is not at all surprised and kind of wants it.
Kiva, you
Anna
actually
passes it over to Kiva.
you actually have a few of these at home. You
my
collected
God.
these too. These
Aw.
are pretty good quality.
Okay.
Anna passes it over to Kiva. It's like, for you.
I look at the dude and I'm like, is this yours?
It's like, well, I mean, he looks back at his cart and you see like a couple hundred of them, and he's like, you can have that one.
Thanks.
I'm gonna
I was like,
mind link
Anna
with
would
him
have
and
taken
say, "Hi, I'm the horse. You're not going to poll, are you?"
Your horse is talking to me.
yeah,
Yeah,
get fucked.
They do that. And
I'm not
Anna,
a, I'm
be
not
polite.
actually a horse. I'm a,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
a
this is
druid.
actually our druid friend.
Ah,
I don't want to turn back because I can only do this so many times.
of course. I mean,
Of course, a horse.
I was, and he motions back to the cart, and you see that most of the cart is laden with, while more popular figurines are like warriors, knights, very, very popular story characters.
Excuse me, the corn thrower is definitely a hero. Definitely.
That's why
a
you
knight.
see a part of the cart has corn thrower figurines.
Just want to make sure. Make sure
But
that's
you
clear.
see most of the cart is laden with a different mage, either historical mages, mage heroes. You see a couple Merlin carvings because everyone loves a good Merlin.
Are there
he's a
any like
traditional-
rare ones that I never got?
Looking at the cart, so you see the whole all the typical ones, all the typical mages, but you do actually see out of the corner of your eye, it's buried with the corn throwers actually. You see a figurine of someone you actually recognize from when you traveled very, very far back in time and saw the first generation of your family.
Oh my god. The lady who we accidentally sent her
The
tapestry.
lady with
Wait.
Yeah.
the lady with the sword.
Accidentally,
Oh my god! I'm gonna
We
hop like straight
purposely
to the
set
cart
temp-
and
the
We
cut-
didn't
the
set it
thing
on fire. We didn't know
I
that
want to
that was-
like pull that out and be like, how much?
Oh, this is for fixing my cart. 50 silver pieces.
Excuse me, we fixed your cart. You wouldn't have even been able to sell
50
it.
also-
silver is nothing. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no,
but
But also, we should tell you, you should not go to Pole.
unless you
Um,
want to be mind controlled.
it's
What?
it's dangerous at the
Pole-
moment. You
We
can't.
just left Pole. That's why we're running so fast.
That's why they're a horse.
The whole town turned into puppets.
Yeah, you know that
It's
old thing.
extremely dangerous at the moment, and
Everyone might also be dead. So
Yeah.
not great for selling wares.
literally the whole
So,
town.
as soon as you say that stuff, he just looks back at his cart filled with just mages and famous mages that do not sell for shit anywhere else, and you just hear him go, "Fuck."
So, for that information, since we're just saving you a bunch of time and we also fixed your cart, we're just gonna take these two.
No.
Kiva
I-
already paid him.
Yeah,
Anna's
this
trying
is
to
just
take
a
it
dude.
back.
He's trying to lose. He probably won't eat for the next few months. You didn't
Aw.
realize that, right? Like, his whole plan was to go sell these wizards at the place, and he can't do that now.
Rip.
He's like, okay, well, looks like I'm gonna go. You sure? Everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
We don't.
Everyone.
Okay, we don't
Almost
know for
us,
sure that it
too.
was everyone, but it was most of them.
Including the mages, like the mages in the towers.
Okay, we're gonna
L-
go try and sell these. You know, maybe I can alter them. Yeah, that's what I can do. You see him like starting to mutter to
and
himself.
we
just
might
like,
actually also be able to get you like a teleport circle of some sort to the capital. If
that would be nice.
can we do that?
I don't think we
I
know
don't fucking
anyone that
know.
can do that.
Who the fuck can do? I mean,
we
we
Yes,
teleported.
Triana might be
No,
able
Stena,
to, but
Stena memorized the runes.
Yeah, Stena can do
oh
it.
yeah,
I guess we could do that.
You very
It's-
specifically told me you wrote down and memorized the runes.
Yeah,
very-
Fair
like-
enough, I guess.
that's why I was like, we could do that.
And it's just like kicking the grass and just like fucking.
Hey, that grass was friendly towards you. Don't be a dick.
This isn't the grass that I befriended. This is grass from miles away. It's done nothing for me. That's
Cool.
okay. I guess we send him.
I guess we send him to the capital.
Try not to die.
Poof.
Then he goes away.
We are. Yeah.
All right.
this guy was weirdly trusting.
Yeah, no, we could have sent him literally anywhere.
Mhm.
He was pretty quick to accept that this horse is talking to him through his brain.
I mean, we
Yeah.
did tell him you were a druid. Anyways, we
Yeah.
should keep going.
yeah,
Continuing along.
For the first time, you kind of can see just how young Kiva actually is because they're like playing with the new toys.
And it's just like, oh, but like being quiet about it because she knows. that,
Yeah,
like-
no, if
if-
Kiva knew that you were doing that, you would get a dagger to
exactly.
some body part.
Just something soft and squishy.
So-
Anything within reach.
you got a dagger for at least every major area on a body. So
I do. I do.
Anyway, another day's travel has passed. And
Literally,
you find.
Kiva might as well be like a porcupine.
So we'll just say a bunch of time goes by, and you find yourself now a day's travel, one more night's rest away from your destination.
I will take first watch again.
All right. Make me a perception check.
All right.
Ruby is
18.
yet again passed out.
So, with an 18, you sit and the night quietly begins. Nothing, not much movement, nothing much happens. You sit there, bracing yourself, waiting for the whispers to start again, as they have almost every night you've been here. But instead, a different voice comes to your head, one you haven't heard in quite a little bit. So, miss me yet?
Is it my father?
It is.
No, dipwad.
I don't know, you seem to be having a pretty hard time of it.
Like you would be able to help.
I would. I've told you I would.
Like I'd be willing to take your help then.
Therein lies the rub.
I thought you gave up or something.
Please. You think that after that little amount of time has passed, I'd have given up?
I mean, you weren't here for 20 years of my life, at least.
You mortals have such a long perception of such a short amount of time.
Then maybe you shouldn't have fucked my mom.
20 years. Grow up.
I did.
I run the underworld. I got shit to do.
What do you want?
Like this guy.
Yeah, these are the conversations we used to have on Discord without you guys hearing.
Listen, as always, I can offer you my help. All you have to do is accept.
Help with what? Just like I've clearly been able to succeed without your help.
Oh yes, you've done so well. Paul would agree.
We're not talking about Pole in this conversation. We're not. That's how do I know that you're not just trying to sabotage it anyways? That you're not the one that's working against the scene. So that's why you'd be able to help us by just not helping them.
Because you can trust that I am not ever going to be bored enough or stoop so low as to meddle in the affairs of creatures as boring as all of you.
And then you screwed my mom.
Yes. Your mom wasn't as boring.
High praise.
Then why does he want to meddle in her affair?
Yeah, it's like exactly.
Yeah, no, why does he want to meddle in, like,
Then, yeah,
with
what do you have
us?
to do with me then?
Well, apart from the fact that you're my daughter, and I feel like I probably should help you in some regard,
That's new.
we'll call it simple fatherly altruism.
I would have taken this guy's deal so long ago. I love him.
I don't believe you.
You tend not to know.
You've never given me a reason to.
You've never given me a chance to get your trust.
Good. This
Hmm.
wasn't my plan. Or that was the plan. Sorry. Whoops.
Well,
Anna says it way smoother.
Maybe you should ask him about Stena.
Right. Well, what do you know about her? And Anna kind of nods towards Stena.
oh, lots.
Anything you'd be willing to tell me?
Can you say please?
Fuck you.
Oh, that's not very polite.
Fine, please.
Please, what?
Tell me what is going on with her.
It's a daughter learning how to be polite. Manners are always very important, you know.
Starting to like this guy less.
Kiva has met so many people like this guy.
you see more than just trying to get you get the feeling, Anna, that he's not, well, he's being a dick, and he's being a massive dick,
Mm-hmm.
but he's more doing it because he has the biggest smile on his face and he's laughing his ass off rather than just trying to be condescending.
I had a feeling.
I
I had a feeling that he's just trying to mess with her, just to mess with her.
and he then you can sense in his voice that the smile is gone as he looks at Stena and goes, through your eyes, of course. Wow. You do have a bit of a pickle on your hands, don't you?
Are you just gonna comment about it, or are you gonna tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I pretty much plan to just comment about it, but since you asked so nicely. Your friend is what, a wizard, you said?
Yeah.
It's a lot of latent magical power for a wizard, don't you think?
She's a necromancer, if that adds anything to it.
Great, I play the trumpet. We can all learn different things.
So what, you're telling me that she's a sorcerer or something?
Sure,
I guess
why
my
not?
dad plays a
Plays the
trumpet.
trumpet.
The devil who plays the trumpet.
Plays the trumpet.
I have many musical talents.
Oh my god.
Well, the devil went down to Georgia.
He was looking for a soul to steal. He was way behind it. He was willing to make a deal. He saw this one man on Hickory Stump playing a harp. I love that song so much. Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you dare to make a dare, I'll make a bet with you.
Anna's just like convulsing.
Give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul. Just say I'm better than you. Anyway. She's sorcerer. He goes, No, not. I mean, sure, something along those lines.
Is she the child of a demon? Or
No,
part demon?
no, I don't think so. I don't smell rotting sewage, so
Did someone make a pact with the demon? For her or with her?
You could say something like that.
Do you know how to fix this?
I do.
Are you gonna tell me?
Are you going to take my deal?
Fuck off. We can deal with it on our own then.
As you wish,
What are
daughter.
the terms of the deal?
My soul essentially
Mm.
turning away and renouncing Eldith, which is not fucking happening.
Becoming a warlock instead of a cleric.
You can be a hell cleric.
Really. Anna does not want to work with her dad at all.
We'll
see also how be a long that celestial warlock. lasts.
Just
Remember,
get the
daughter,
fuck out of here.
I have endless patience.
Sure.
Clearly.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's why you keep bugging her.
Exactly. All right. Then anything else happened during the watch?
Nope.
Okay. Anna's just writing "fuck dad," "fuck dad," just in the ground, in the dirt, just like, get fucked, you motherfucker.
Next watch.
Then I can go second again.
All right. Stena once more. Your watch begins.
This perception was a 7.
The night passes uneventfully. You notice nothing, you see nothing, you hear nothing.
I just kind of stare absently at the fuck dad, like
Yeah.
lines written in the ground.
The alarm didn't go off?
Alarm didn't go off.
Cool.
Next watch.
Me.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So, with a dirty 20, the night passes. The sounds of the night continue to go by. Nothing unusual happens. Out of the corner of your eye, you see an impression on the ground made a while ago, as if similar to almost every other day you've been traveling, someone was standing there watching Stena during her watch. But nothing
Can
else.
I look at the tracks? Does it look like they walked there and then backstepped through their own tracks perfectly?
As far as you can tell, as far as you could tell looking at the tracks, they walked there, stopped, and then stopped existing.
Well,
Weird.
like as in teleported or just
As in, there are no more tracks.
okay.
Could have been a
Interesting.
number of things, but
Hmm. Okay.
But again, your watch passes, nothing happens. Final watch.
Kiva plays with their like little toys.
Yep.
They play it so that the corn thrower fucking throws the corn at the other
Oh,
lady.
Yeah.
Because they're
that's
like,
so cute.
"Fuck you. You're a dick."
Woo! And finally, Ruby, roll your perception.
18.
All right, in 18, you so you sit there, listen, watch as not much happens. And just as your watch is about to end and the dawn is breaking, daylight is appearing, watch is almost over, you begin to stand up, getting ready to wake everyone up. And in the distance, you hear someone scream out for help.
Wake us up.
Yeah, I'm gonna run around waking everyone up.
Yeah, we separating for this. Okay.
And then I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna pick up Kiva and start sprinting.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Kiva
Amazing.
didn't wake up, was still asleep, so it's just Kiva's waking up in Ruby's arms, just like.
Just like hauling ass. Like, wow. This is
Good
wild.
morning. So running towards the voice, eventually you come to the top of a hill, and looking down, you see what appears to be like a small collection of houses, like a small community, if not a village, on the outside, on the outskirts of the village that is your destination. You see this community of houses close knit together. Some of them appear to be on fire. People appear to be running about, and you see a group of people, some of them riding what appear to be very wicked-looking boars with long tusks, dressed in what you can only assume to be the clothes of a bandit. Some of them are coming out of houses. Some of them are dropping bodies of villagers that they just finished killing. Others are chasing villagers, raiding different houses. This appears to be a pretty typical bandit raid.
They don't happen to be hellboars, do they?
No, they're just very large boars.
That's good.
I have a
Hey,
feeling that
Stena, can you chromatic orb the fires?
I was about to say I can chromatic orb them with ice
Yeah.
water.
Just like
I'm
daggers
gonna
out, ready to go.
how
I'm
should
gonna
I
Still in
hurt
Ruby's
these
arms.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna
imagine-
turn on my arms and my helmet, and start
Wait.
attacking some people.
I just realized Ruby can kind of use Kiva as like a morning star.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah!
swing them when they've got all their daggers.
Modern weaponry evolved.
How close are these people to us?
I'd say at this point you're about 100 feet away from the village.
Wait, if Anna did that, would I count as an improvised weapon?
Yes.
Oh my god, wait! So many possibilities.
And I'd let you deal damage with your daggers instead of 1d4 like a normal improvised weapon.
Amazing. Oh my
But
god.
there's also a chance that Anna would have to roll a d20 because there's a chance that she'd like fuck up and just like
There's a huge chance that she would
smack
fuck up.
you against the person instead of just your daggers and
So
use
I'm gonna
you as the
s-
sword.
So I'm gonna summon my arms and my helmet, and then guiding bolt one of these guys.
All right. I mean, how big is Guiding Bolt's range?
Pretty far, I think. 120 feet.
Oh shit, that's really far.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
you just fucking launch Kiva so that they can get closer?
I can chuck you like a baseball. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're probably going to do the full combat next section, but
Yeah.
I will say you begin sprinting down the hill, shooting off your guiding bolt.
That's a dirty 20 to
That
hit.
definitely
but
hits.
Cool. And then
Oh shit! I just found a spell that like I didn't realize that there's another part.
16
of the
radiant damage.
All right. So you see this bandit. There's what appears to be an elderly man on the ground. Like, yeah, don't kill me. And the bandit has his sword raised and is about to strike when your guiding bolt. Basically, have you seen Princess Mononoke?
No, but I know that it's crazy.
So there's this one scene where the dude's pulling back his bow and he's got this like cursed arm and it goes crazy strong and he lets the arrow go and the arrow just keeps going, hits the dude in the head, takes his head completely off and then just keeps going. That's what your guiding bolt does.
Oh jeez.
I think I hit him in the shoulders because Ruby is trying not to
shoulders
kill
get
people
fucking-
anymore.
Well, that's the force of what your guiding bolt would be then.
Okay.
Just rip off his arm.
Yeah, just hit him in the arm.
And he gets thrown back like
Yep, his-
3 feet,
Yeah.
Yeah,
30
he
feet.
goes thrown back, and as he sits back up, his arm is gone all the way up to his shoulder.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
It might be like cauterized though.
Oh yeah, it's not bleeding, but it's gone.
But he's just
Cool.
like
He's like,
staring at it. He's like, what the fuck just happened?
with
Hey
that-
Stenna, maybe you should send Filbert to like, cause we're close to the village, the town. Maybe you should send Filbert to get Triana.
Or maybe she's already fighting. Do we see Triana?
You do not.
No, just cause like there are actual dead people and you can't resurrect people yet, can you?
I don't think so.
I cannot.
No, but Triana can,
That's true.
I think.
I will have Filbert flap off to Melger. Is it, how close is it?
It's like 120, 200 feet away.
Absolutely. Filbert will go get people.
All right. So these bandits, seeing their friend's arm get completely just singed away into nothingness, and
Yeah,
him
yo.
thrown back like several feet, look up at the hill where you were all at, draw their weapons, and begin to charge. Beginning of next session, you're all rolling initiative.
I thought we would intimidate
Nice.
them
Oh, yeah.
with that. I thought we would have like been
He
like,
was like, yeah, this is what adventuring is as a job.
They see a big person with 4 arms that are made of starlight and a big unblinking mask also made of the night sky, and they
And they're
decided
holding
to
a
charge
gnome.
towards me.
To be
a gnome
fair,
with like just all the rage.
in a world of swords and sorcery, like, you gotta make a penny somehow, and everyone's got a fireball up their ass.
I want to
so-
see if we. I
Yeah.
want to see if Ruby can roll intimidation. If they just like run, they're like we saw our friend just like get simultaneously. His arm got ripped off and cauterized like immediately.
Except here's the thing: is that Ruby doesn't want them to run away.
Why not?
Ruby wants to make sure they don't do this again.
Ruby needs stress relief.
Human stress balls. Just squeeze them. Just They're
Just
gone.
squeeze them.
Squish.
squeeze with all 4 arms.
Big hug.
Well, I saw enough of it that it's just reminded me now of that scene from Invincible.
Oh,
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
oh no, don't. Watch it. See it.
I will.
You'll understand.
I'm
But,
nervous. Okay, well, this has been fun. Thank you to Egg, trustworthy Egg, for not being trustworthy.
this is your trustworthy egg, telling the truth always and never lying. And I'll see you
Never.
next week.
Not even once.
Not
Not even once.
Hey, I'll see you next week, and they will too.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
stream.
Stream.